Okay, good afternoon. Once again, just left work, and today I'm going to talk about a video that I made about a week ago, and is regarding the remote ID. And I have the actual paperwork right here, and I'm going to read the most important part. So, the remote ID will officially go in effect on September 16, 2023. And it states, and I quote, under the final rule, all drones required to be registered must remotely identify. Okay? And then it goes on to say, for drones that weigh less than 0.55 pounds or less, which is like the Mini 3, Mini 3 Pro, Mini 2, Mini 2 SE, the Mini 1, all of them are less than 250 grams. And they all tell Nano, Nano Plus, and so on. So if you have one of this type of drones, then remote identification is only required if the drone is operated under rules that require a registration. Meaning, if you have a drone that weighs less than 0.55 pounds, in other words, less than 250 grams, and you have a Part 107, or if you're getting paid for the job, then you have to go ahead and use the remote ID. Most of the individuals that have this type of drones, they usually use the drone for recreation. So this means that legally, you don't have to register the drone. Legally, you don't have to register the drone at all. And legally, you don't have to provide the information for the remote ID. Now, being this said, this means that legally you don't have to provide your information. Now, someone made the comment, which I truly appreciate the comment, is that remote ID, at least in the DJI name brand drones, can't be turned off. Okay? This brings me to the next topic here. And I quote, it says, remote ID message will be available to most personal wireless devices within range of the broadcast, meaning anyone that has a cell phone and anyone that has the apps that you're able to see who is broadcasting the remote ID, anyone can see that information. However, correlating the serial number or session ID with the registration database will be limited to the FAA and can be made available to authorized law enforcement and national security personnel once this information is requested. Once again, anyone can see what you're doing, and anyone can see where you're located at. That is the dangerous part. Now, to identify the drone and the information that the drone is linked to you, then this is only available to the law enforcement and anyone that is authorized by the FAA. So it could be, who knows? You know what? Maybe someone could hire a lawyer and get the information if they want. Who knows? I think and this is fair. This is fair game because yeah, if you're doing something bad and there is something suspicious, then you have to go ahead and you should be reported, and you should be doing you have to follow the law. Okay. What is somewhat worrisome is that anyone with the app or anyone with a wireless device, I quote, wireless device, could see what you're doing, or it could see where you're located. All right. So let's go ahead and start driving so I can go ahead and talk a little bit more about this. And let's go ahead and get out of this place. Okay, so I have the paperwork here, which I downloaded from the FAA website. And it states that if you have a drone that is less than 250 grams, you don't have to legally register your drone. So since you don't have to legally register your drone, you don't have to put your personal information in to link the drone. And that's completely fine. Now, if you're doing some paid jobs, or if you're doing this using your Part 107, yes, you have to go ahead and provide your information. You have to provide everything under the law. Now, I want to make this clear. I'm not telling anyone that do not follow the rules. In fact, you should follow every single rule. And I'm the type of person that I like to be very ethical. And what worries me is that too many people are, at least here in the United States, too many individuals are poorly educated when it comes to the drones. Very, very poorly educated. They think that drones are there to spy on you or to fly over your airspace. And I mean, the airspace is owned by the government. So anyways, I think poor education is what's making this somewhat dangerous. And the other thing that makes me a little bit worried is that any individual with a personal wireless device that could have the apps, because there are apps that tell you who is flying close to you, could have information of who is flying the drone, where is your location, how far you're flying the drone, and so on. For example, in my neighborhood, there are 2 individuals that are so against drones. It's unbelievable. They're so against drones. They think that, you know, the government is to spy on them, and if you fly a drone, you are with the government and spying on them. On the other hand, they go ahead and buy drones for their kids. It's so, I just don't understand it. I really don't understand it. And likely their kids are eventually, because I mean, this is how I got hooked to drones. I started with a little drone and I wanted more and more and more. And I ended up with, what, 10 drones now? So eventually their kids are going to have to go through this. I think the hobby is being destroyed with this remote ID. I believe if we are good citizens and we follow the rules and we respect their airspace and we stay below the 400 feet. Don't go above the 400 feet. Respect the airports, national parks, state parks, and so on. And every time you fly, if you go ahead and notify that you're flying, I think if we follow such rules, I think we will be completely fine. Or this hobby, it has so much potential to deliver goods, deliver medications, find lost individuals, assist with emergencies. For example, I think tomorrow there's going to be a hurricane in Florida that is going to go through Florida. I'm sure drones are going to be very beneficial on assisting the damage, seeing if anyone is lost. It's going to be beneficial. So we just have to follow the rules, but just the fact that you have to notify other people that are so ignorant about the drone hobby and the drone industry, that's what makes it very dangerous. And I truly hope this remote ID stuff completely fails, and a bunch of people just buy drones that are less than 250 grams, so we can get rid of this remote ID. I mean, we're already giving, your kidney, your heart, your liver, your brain to the government, and we're gonna go ahead and keep giving more information and more information and more information. It's like, what's going on? I thought this was the land of the free. That's what makes it so hard to understand. And lastly, the DJI Mini 4, I think it will be released. I don't think it's going to be the DJI Mini 4. It could be the DJI Mini 3 Pro S. It's going to be a little bit more advanced. I'm not sure it's going to be like a complete upgrade and stuff like that. I don't think it's going to be the Mini 4, but likely it's going to be released because of this remote ID stuff. Well, if you want more information about the remote ID, please go to the FAA website. If you're here in the United States, I will put the highlighted parts. I will put it on the video. So I'm gonna go ahead and copy paste it, and so you guys can read what I was reading and the concerns that I have. So I don't want you guys to think that I'm making up things. I'm getting the facts here. I'm not making anything up, and I'm just expressing my concerns. That's all I'm doing. I'm just expressing my concerns. That now we have to do more steps and more steps and more steps just to take a picture of I don't know, of a building. So I don't know. The hobby is just being destroyed. Well, thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. I will continue to make more videos like this and express my opinion. If you have any input, if you have any information, if you have any suggestions that could help, please feel free to post the comments. I greatly appreciate it. I got only positive comments about this, and I greatly appreciate it, and because that's what we're here for. We're here to be open, fair, and most importantly, respectful. We have to respect the others, and I love that. As long as we are respectful, everything is going to work out very well. Thank you guys for tuning in and listening. And if you like this type of content, please click like. And if you want to give me the best gift ever, please subscribe to my channel. I'm going to continue to make more videos, and I'm also going to make a video about my DJI FPV drone, which I crashed, but I bought the parts and I'm gonna fix it. That's my goal. I will fix that drone. Hopefully I can keep practicing and learning more. Thank you guys, I really appreciate it, and have an amazing day. Bye.